All right, I have finished crocheting round 1 of the base of the tote. Now what I'm going to do is chain 1 and turn. Now I'm going to be crocheting single crochet post stitches all the way around. So I'm going to insert my hook next to the stitch and then around the stitch. So from front to back, back to front. Then I'm going to pull yarn over and pull my yarn through and now complete my single crochet. So that is a front post single crochet stitch. So again, insert this hook next to the stitch and come out on the other side of the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and complete my stitch. So I am putting my hook right here in that space, and I am putting it through that space as well, right? So again, now the reason I'm doing these difficult and not exactly fun from post single crochets is because I want to give the base of my bag structure, and I want it to appear square, well, rectangular. So as you can see, what this is doing on the outside of the bag, it's pushing those stitches out. And then this is where we're going to work the bag sides up. All right. So keep working this all the way around, and I will show you what to do in the corner before I send you off to complete this part. All right, I've crocheted all the way across now. You can see what it looks like on the other side. Now, I'm just going to keep working this same pattern around. I'm not going to do anything in the corners because I don't want the corners to have any extra space or loops. So just keep going. All right, and I'll meet you back here when I've gone all the way around. Single crochet post stitches around there, and this is what the wrong side or interior of the bag looks like. Now what I want to do is I want to put my interior piece in here, and you might be wondering, what in the world is this for? And this is actually to give the bag even more stability. So we are going to slip stitch this onto the base, but we're only going to slip stitch on 3 sides. We're going to leave this short end open so that we can slide in our stabilizing piece. So in order for our contrast stitches to show up on the right side, we want to pull this loop through so that we can work on this right side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I've got my loop on the right side, and then what I'm going to be doing is slip stitching down the side of the long edge. And when I slip stitch, I am also going to be picking up this edge of the interior piece. So I will put my put my hook through that hole, and I'm also going to put it through this hole, and then I'm just going to pull that through and slip stitch on this side. And then I'll go to the next one, and it does get easier. It's not super fun when you start out, but once you get it down, it does become a lot easier. So going through both of those, grabbing the yarn and pulling it through. Okay. We're just going to do this all the way around the 3 edges, 2 long and 1 short edge, and leave the other short edge unworked. All right, I'm going to finish that up and come back and show you how it looks. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get this nice edging on your bag. You can see that I have already done the inside handle over here, and I've gone around the outside of the bag, and we're going to do this interior handle now. So you're going to take your color A, or whatever color you want to contrast, and you're gonna start in the corner right here. So you want one stitch from the handle and one stitch from the body of the bag. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pull up my loop, and then I'm going to do a chain, and then I'm going to do my half double crochet together. So I've got one from the handle, and then here's my first stitch on the bag body, and I'm just going to pull up one. I'm not going to yarn over before I go into that second stitch because it makes it more of a puff than a crochet together. So yarn over, go into that stitch, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop, and then just pull that one through all three, which is a challenge. There we go. Now I'm going to do those half double crochet slip stitches all the way around. So just going to be half double crochet slip stitching. So yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over and pull up that loop. And we're just gonna do that all the way around. And you'll notice that it really gives it a nice finished edge on both sides. So I really like using this half double crochet slip stitch as my edging stitch. All right, and then I'll be back to show you what it looks like all done. All right, I'm at the other corner. So this time I'm going to yarn over and go into that body of the bag. And now I'm going to go up into the handle. It's a little bit tricky to get between that stitch and the foundation chain there, but there you go. And then just pull that all the way through. Okay, and now I'm just going to keep working up the inside of the handle. This really gives me a little bit more stability, in addition to having a really nice finished look that gives that handle. It can only stretch so far now. So I'm going to insert my hook. If you kind of pull the stitches apart, you can kind of see between each stitch. So I'm going to go here, 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 here. The first ones are a bit tight, then it gets easier. All right, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop and pull through two. All right, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like all finished. Okay, and so now we have our finished edge, and then